This is never before seen footage from 9/11 that has just appeared online.
Never before.
Back what I said. How do you feel about this, Ryan?
Why did it take so long?
Yeah, Ryan, is this gonna make you cry, or will Tifa Longheart kissing fucking Cloud make you cry harder? You piece of shit.
I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Is this about jet fuel burning steel?
Ooh, conspiracies?
Why did it take so long?
Wait, can I guess what it is?
Okay, guess.
I swear to God, I've never seen this.
Okay, guess.
What I've always imagined seeing, which would be horrifying, is the plane coming through the building at you.
Shit. No. Okay. No, it's not that.
Okay.
But this is not for the faint of heart, especially if you have an emotional attachment to 9/11. Straight up.
Okay. He doesn't.
I'm gonna fast forward just a little bit.
Holy shit, dude.
First plane is already hit.
Holy shit.
Whoa, he actually filmed it on the way to it.
Oh my lord!
Bro, my skin is crawling.
Christian. That's really the only footage I've ever seen of that too. I've never fucking seen that.
Go across that.
You never see that shit.
Oh my lord!
That's fucking insane, dude.
What of my lords?
Oh my gods and oh my lords. That's crazy.
Holy.
I like that one guy. Wow. Is this terrorism?
Is that what they said?
That's what I just heard.
Yeah, the guy did say that.
Yeah.
I thought I was hearing it, but
Yeah.
Steve heard it too.
Wow.
Yeah, so never before seen video.
Yeah.
Never before seen video showing the second plane
He's
hitting
trying
the
to cry.
world.
Look, he's trying to cry.
I'm not a good enough actor.
Hitting
Maybe you don't have enough mana.
on September 11th has just been uploaded online and provides a horrifying angle of the devastating attack that literally
During a
nobody
9/11 article?
And just in case you can't do the math, it's been more than 20 years since this terrorist attack. And this video literally just went up about February 24th, so about a week ago.
Wow.
Where were you?
I was in 4th grade.
Fourth grade?
Miss Ezor's class.
You're a fucking child.
Holy shit.
I remember we watched on the TV. They pulled it out, and we sat there, and we were all like watching it, and then we left. We went home after.
Did you know anything about like the Twin Towers yet or anything?
No, I just knew that like it was a terrorist attack, just like what that guy said. And like I just remember everyone was just really sad. That's what I remember. And I remember like seeing all the firefighters and like all the montages they did, but that was pretty much it. That's all I really remember. So not much.
I was in high school.
Me too.
And I was in my girlfriend's pussy at the time.
Yeah, let's go.
You know what it is?
What a fucking
Is there-
champ,
is there-
bro.
I had to get one in the morning.
9 in the morning.
You know how it is.
No, it was at 6 in the morning on our side,
That's when you're the
6:30.
horniest.
Sec machine.
Thank you.
I remember, yeah, first period was PE. I always got first period PE, so I don't have to do no work, you know. Walked in, everyone's in the gymnasium, just like on the fucking bleachers. They had 3-4 TVs just like rolled in, and then everyone was just watching it. And in every fucking class after that, people were just watching the TV. Yeah, it was pretty.
Where were you?
I was in high school. I remember it very, yeah, I remember it very accurately because we were in my like AP psychology class, which had recently been taken over by the baseball coach.
AP psychology was being, but okay. No.
He was really smart though. You don't know.
I'm all surprised.
No,
about
he
that
wasn't.
Versus the footage.
No, he was.
Awful.
How did he parlay that?
But I don't know, man.
Did you use pitching euphemism?
Sports psychology.
What we need is a reaction.
Hey man,
The brain is like a baseball mitt. So there's like a thumb. I don't know where I'm going with this. But I remember he pulled up the TV and he was just like distraught, right? And he was just like the most like just like all American white dude. I mean, he's a baseball coach. But I remember this like so specifically because like the first half of that year, me and him were like getting along so well, and I was always like, I was like class clown guy, you know, whatever. I would always make jokes, and he would like riff back with me, and it was like funny, right?
Oh my
It was always fun.
God.
And
Wait, did he look at you and be like, You motherfucker.
Just this one turn, like with the TV.
He had the remote in his hand.
You. No, but I remember specifically after that day, he wouldn't even look me in the eye for the rest of that year. He wouldn't talk to me. He like if I did make a joke, he sent me out of the room a couple times.
What?
I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like,
Hey, fuck this fool.
yeah, no, he sucked.
Well, he's not very smart, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also a moron. Yeah.
Were you also striking out incessantly during psychology?
You sucked at baseball, that's all it is. The guy's like, he sucks at baseball, I hate this fucking kid.
He was so funny in the beginning when he was on the bench.
It's like, hit him with the pitch.
Jokes in this class.
Home run only.
You hit a home run, then I look you in the eye.
Serious question. Did you know, especially not just from him, but like after 9/11, like did you undergo any like weird other circumstances that were just fucked up?
Well, I'm from Huntington Beach, so it's like
Oh shit.
Pretty Nazi out there.
it's pretty Nazi out there. Like they have like a KKK rally and stuff.
No, for real, dude. I ran into real white supremacists. Like, people talk about white supremacy. I'm like, man, that's like some suggested white supremacy. Me and my buddies were at the beach with dudes that had swastika tattoos that just straight up wanted to fight. Like, that's some real shit out there.
This is where they did the White Lives Matter march,
That's the
right?
fucking American History X city, dude. They don't fuck around.
Great march.
But I love bodyboarding there. And there's an amazing dog beach. So
It's a great dog beach.
they don't stop me from the dog beach, bro.
Yeah, no. They
Beach.
they can't tread on our dog beach. But yeah, it's crazy because it's still Southern California, but it's like, yeah, this fucking Nazi capital in Huntington Beach. But like, I mean, no one like tried to like beat me up or anything. But like, my parents were like threatened outside our house one time. Like, it's just there's just so many stupid people. You know?
You guys like, we're
And
from
we're, like,
the other side of the world.
Hey, dude, there's a lot of that stupid's going on with Russians right now. They're talking about expelling Russians from the United States, taking Russians, rounding them up into fucking internment camps and shit. They're actually, I've heard people mentioning this shit online and stuff.
I heard that a lot of people were like, we're not gonna go to Russian restaurants anymore. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
fucking
what
dumb.
the fuck does that have to do like with
I'm like, name a Russian restaurant. Actually.
Yeah, first off,
Which
First of all,
Russian
just
restaurant do you
boycott
go
the
to?
salad dressing. That's all you got.
name a Russian food.
Borscht.
Borscht is it?
Soup, right?
That's all I know.
Oh, Philadelphia rolls?
What?
Oh, that's a weird joke, huh?
Well, I just don't know where it comes from.
Love sushi, but the only sushi that they have there for some reason is things like Philadelphia rolls and California rolls. They don't have like regular sushi.
in Russia?
Yeah, in Russia.
That's too meta, dude.
That's traveling man's humor.
But that's cool though. I didn't know that. Yeah. Good. Shout out to all the Russians. Comment below if that's true.
Something super fucked up with 9/11 related, and I will shed a tear for this, Steve. I was at the time it happened. I was going to Cerritos Community College, and then
How many community colleges did you go to?
I transferred a lot. Man.
Fuck. All right.
You want to try different
I had to
schools?
wipe my record clean a lot. I remember seeing it in the morning, and then I went to school that day, and then when I got there, like all the teachers were outside, and they were like, "Yeah, we're not doing school today because there's a rumor that like LA is next."
What the fuck?
There was like a thing where like, oh, and I guess somewhere in the whole thing there was a plan for one of the planes to head to LA, but it never made it or something.
What landmark do you remember?
I don't know. I have no idea. But then
Echo Park, the fountain.
yes.
Like, where are they going?
LA's a tough place to like.
Staples Center at the
hit a lot
time?
of
Like, how do you? Yeah,
I don't know.
okay.
But they sent
very
everybody
spread.
home, and then I remember once I finally came back to school, like I think like just 3 days later, there's this really nice guy that was in like a couple of my classes. He was this Indian dude, and he was sick, so he had the
Turban.
yeah, and he was like super nice dude. He was the volunteer tutor for the disabled kid who would attend class. So he wasn't actually taking the class.
shit.
He would take the class
What a scumbag.
for the disabled kid and help him out. And he's just a super nice guy. Some dudes beat him up in the parking lot after school over 9/11. This Indian
Dude.
disabled kid
Of all people, you know.
yeah.
You know the school we
And he
went
left
to?
he left school because of that.
You know the school we went to? The SGA, right? So there was a Sikh guy that ran a liquor store down the street, and he got shot after 9/11 because they basically were like, "Hey, raghead," and then yeah,
Fucking
There's
stupid.
a Sikh temple that got shot up by like.
that's because they don't know the difference. I mean, that's the whole thing.
Even
with-
people who are Muslims, like, why would you attack Muslims in America? They're here in America, you fucking idiots.
Most of the time, they're fleeing like
Right.
the bullshit from
Exactly.
I mean, that's the same shit with the whole Asian hate thing, right? It's like, you know, everyone, they think every Asian person is like riddled with corona and they ruin their lives.
That's different. We did bring the flu though. That's different.
Speak for yourself.
Don't edit that out. Don't edit that out.
It's your fault. Yeah.
Yeah. I was in zero period at the time, which because my sister went to zero period and we were at the same high school, so I didn't have zero period, but we had to carpool. So I'm sitting in the library. I'm always sitting in the library at like 6:30 in the morning or what the fuck. And we had this librarian. His name was Mr. Erskine. I'll never forget the shit.
Erskine?
Erskine.
It's just like the globe on his arm.
Foreskin, Mr. Foreskin. And you know, I'm young and impressionable and naive or whatever, and beautiful, amazing.
And ripped.
Yeah, just didn't matter that the micro penis was there. Anyways, and he literally walks up to the table, no context, and his most dramatic thing. And I'll never forget this. He goes, "America may be at war." And he walks away.
What the
That's a librarian for sure.
Yeah, I was so fucking confused because I was like, "You're weird, dude." You know what I mean? But then literally, you know, you remember that day. That day just unfolded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't
It was
just like a
strange.
moment and then like everybody on the West Coast just understood the context. It was like developing context slowly, right? And then one period after the next, you'd walk in and the teacher would be the same thing, be like, "Hey, we're gonna chill on the curriculum today. If everybody's cool, we're just gonna put on the news." And as a kid, right, you're like, "Fuck yeah, TV!" You know what I mean? Forget class.
So messed up.
The worst day for it.
The Princess
Right.
Bride again?
Fiddler on the Roof?
You're just watching the same plane going to the same tower like 89 times.
Yeah.
Dude.
Actually.
Yeah.
That's all.
You did
it was.
watch that a lot.
That's
all it was.
right? And but the second tower hadn't hit at that time when we first found out about it, and I believe it wasn't until like first period, right, that everybody on the West Coast started finding out about the second tower, and that's when it became terror.
Yeah.
Right, because the first one was like accident.
Yeah.
Well, they thought it was a small plane too.
Exactly.
When I left the house, it had only just been one plane. When I got to school, they were like, "Dude, it was two."
Yeah.
And then you found out about the fucking Pentagon, and then you were like, "This is crazy."
Well, and they said there was a plane headed towards the White House.
Yeah, there was.
They thought all kinds of
Flight
shit. That
93 or whatever, right?
yeah.
And then did all of that shit totally destroy your brain once Loose Change came out?
Loose Change, I didn't watch until significantly later, and that fucked me
It
up.
fucked everybody.
All the 9/11 conspiracy stuff, I wasn't hip to that shit until like maybe like 2-3 years later.
Oh, really?
Is
I
that
thought
what
it
Loose
was
Change
such
is?
bullshit.
Yeah, me too.
Immediately, I was like, Loose Change is garbage.
So it's a
I
documentary
was
on the.
naive. I didn't. Oh, you never seen Loose Change?
I haven't seen Loose Change.
Don't watch it now.
Wait, is that the one where they talk about Building 7 and like how that's a mystery?
It talks about all
Jet
of it.
fuel burning too hot.
Building 7 had significant damage because all the fucking towers collapsed around it, bro.
So the debris?
No, but really, it had a huge amount of rubble from all these towers collapsing around it, and then also there was fires in like an entire corner of the building, like the entire half of the building was on fire.
Oh shit.
So like it wasn't just like, hey, this steel melts, it's like no, the building was structurally impacted by the other towers collapsing, and then also the fires.
Is it some flat Earth shit for sure?
Not exactly. I get where people are coming from with it, but it's just less.
You mean in terms of the demolition conspiracies?
Yeah. But when you see the pictures of Building 7 on fire, you can see like the entire back half of the building just completely black because with smoke. It fucked. And then the structural damage from the towers collapsing around it. It's just a different story is all. It's just a different story.
Yeah, but they're like insinuating like massive grand conspiracy, which is it's really just detrimental to everything. Yeah. Just the same way fucking what's it called? What's the QAnon? QAnon is just
Yeah, for sure.
fucking up everything. It's a giant cult. It's an online cult.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that simple, but I do
chance,
think,
dude.
like,
They're pretty good.
They're pretty fun.
So I think the truth out of all of that, which I believe, is that regardless if it was intentional or not or orchestrated, the Bush family and Dick Cheney benefited from it. So whether they took an opportunity of a tragedy to profit off of it or they orchestrated it, I don't know. But motives don't matter because they profited from it.
Well, what I believe, very frankly, is that like, okay, so 9/11 happened. The FBI knew the 19 hijackers were in the country. They were actually monitoring them. They didn't do anything. Nobody got picked up. Nobody got questioned. Nobody got anything.
That's the weird part.
It's really weird.
Because that's a fact.
So was it just allowed to happen? I don't know. That's more interesting than loose change shit was. You know?
Yeah.
So were they manufacture something to make it seem like a crazy thing? Or a cruise missile hit the Pentagon? It's like, okay, well maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's not that complicated. Maybe just they let them do it.
In loose change, what about the
But why would they let them do it?
Because they profited it. Exactly what Joe's saying.
the whole the drills that were going on during that time that were talking about, oh, there's gonna be a terrorist.
Yeah, that's weird.
drill.
That's definitely weird.
That stuff was hella weird.
No, because they had a terrorist drill for something like that similarly, like within the same day, right?
Yeah, it was the same day, which is why when alarms went off, everybody thought it was a drill, so they weren't responding that way.
Right.
But they are getting that like terrorist intel all the time. Like
The chatter.
yeah, they're hearing
Quote,
stuff
chatter.
all the time.
But I will say they used the same intelligence to claim that young Arabic men at the time were quote unquote joining Al Qaeda, and all they would do is take them for questioning, beat them constantly with
Guantanamo Bay.
all this shit. Yeah, get them to admit a bunch of bullshit they never did or thought about. And then they go away for terrorism. Meanwhile, the United States citizen, average person, goes, "Yay, good, another terrorist jailed." And like, meanwhile, they get no due process, no day in court, no nothing.
Yeah.
So, do I believe the official story ever? Not as much because of shit like that.
yeah, I mean, I'll never doubt like a president and their whoever's in power to take advantage of a shitty situation, which they all do. But like to orchestrate something like that, I think is just so unpredictable as to how it will play out that like to actually try and do it is an insane thing to take on.
Right. It's kind of like how right now, like with the pandemic, people say it was orchestrated. But I mean, like, I don't know if that's even possible. But what I do know is there are people who are profiting off of it. Sure. There's a lot of people who profit off a tragedy. They see an opportunity and they swoop in and they, you know, it's usually people that have power, people have influence, people who have large companies that can benefit from this tragedy.
Yeah.
And time again, it happens. So for me, I'm like, why? Like, it's happening apparently right in front of our eyes. Why can't we look at that and scrutinize the winner?
Was now, I mean, according to the CDC, even now, the COVID was probably a bioweapon. Right, that just got released within 48 hours, right? So, so now we're talking about like, okay, well, this was a conspiracy. Now it's actually like maybe confirmed fact, not necessarily confirmed, but like this was maybe actually what caused this.